I'm Roger Bisbee from Skill Builder, and today I want to take a look at the Bosch GSR 18 volt 5-in-1 multi-purpose drill. So this is an 18 volt drill, it's brushless, it's from Bosch, and it looks very much like an impact driver. It's 5-in-1, so what's the first one? The first one is a hex bit. Here it's a hex chuck that you simply put your drill bits into. It's provided they've got a hex fitting like that, you can just pop them into the hex bit holder and away you go. You're ready to start drilling. Now that's a big item to be put into this drill, but I've got to tell you it's got plenty of torque. We've been drilling through joists and things like that with it, and it's proved to be well up to the task. You can also put screwdriver bits in there, same idea, and because it's so compact that means you can get it into small spaces. If you want to do something other than using the hex bits, you can put the chuck on, which is a 3-jaw chuck, conventional idea, and you just simply put that on, lock it round, and you're ready to go with a conventional looking chuck. So you can put your bit in there, tighten up as you normally would, and away you go. You've got a conventional looking, although very compact 18 volt drill. It's got 2-speed gearbox, and it's got all the bezel settings for screwdrivers that you would normally have, the torque control around here, so you can set that, and you can see it's got a hell of a lot of torque. I'm just trying to get it to actually stop drilling, but it won't. So when you take that off, you'll find that it's impossible to undo that bit, which is a bit of a nuisance, but you soon get used to it. And what you've got to do is you've got to put it back onto the drill. You've got to find that spot where it goes on. So what you've got to do is you've got to put it back onto the drill and lock up, and then once you're locked up you can take your bit out. So that's the second function, if you like, that it's got, but we said there are 5, so that's number 2. Number 3 is the offset chuck. Now an offset chuck allows you to drill into those corners. If you can't quite get the drill body in there, you can use the offset chuck, and that is a hex bit holder, so you can put your normal drill driver bit in there. But if you don't want it in that position, you can move it round the clock just by turning the attachment. You just pull it out, there's a spring on it, pretty powerful spring, and it turns it round and it locks it into any one of quite a number of positions around the clock. So you're never going to be stuck, you can always get where you want to go. Now this is a unique feature that Bosch have got. Nobody else is actually allowing for this amount of adjustment on the tool. Normally you have to take it off the tool, turn it round and reattach it. So full marks to Bosch for coming up with that idea. I think that's going to win them a lot of fans, makes it a lot easier to use, and again we pop that one off. The next one is a right angle chuck, and that's for drilling round corners, if you like, and you lock that one on and you're ready to go. And again we've been using this in floor joists and the like. Pretty useful, pretty powerful. That's a bit far in there. Let's turn that out and put that back in. See that that is able to work in that position, but also again if we just pull it round, it'll work around the clock in a number of different positions just simply by pulling it out and turning it round. Yeah, so we can turn it, we can drill to the right, to the left, up or down, wherever we want to drill, and it'll do the job. So that's 4. Now for the 5th one, let's just take that bit out of there again. For the 5th one, we might want to cry foul here, but this is an optional extra. You don't get this one in the kit unless you buy it specifically with it, but in that normal kit this isn't included. It's an add-on, and it's an SDS chuck, which allows you to use SDS bits, and Bosch invented the SDS bit, and other people used it under license from them, but everybody knows that an SDS bit is much better for drilling into concrete and drilling into brickwork than an ordinary percussion bit. So that allows you, really, I think, for the first time uniquely, to take one drill into a job with you. If you're a kitchen fitter or you're an electrician or plumber, you don't want to cart too much stuff around, you can take this one kit in there with you and be fairly certain that you're going to be able to cover most jobs if you're doing fixings or things like that, and you come up against a bit of hard concrete and you want to get in there, then that will allow you to do it. And interestingly, there is space in this Sortimo box for that SDS chuck. Even if you don't buy it with it, you'll see a space in there begging for that chuck. You get 2 4-amp-hour batteries, and this has got the Bosch cool pack system, which basically when you plug it into the charger, blows some air through. There's a space between each of the cells to cool the cells down, so you get a faster charge out of it. Just an idea they came up with, but it seems to be something that they're sticking with. The cool pack, 2 4-amp-hour 18-volt batteries with that, and the charger with all the diagnostics, the intelligent fast charger there. So you should be able to keep going. It all comes in this stackable Sortimo case, which a lot of the Bosch stuff is now in, or all the Bosch stuff is now in, so you can just stack those up. And again, if you're going to work and you've got to use a trolley or something to take all your kit into a block of flats or wherever you're working, those stacking cases are a really handy idea. You can actually get Sortimo cases for all your fixings as well, so not just power tools, you can build up a whole system of bits there. So I reckon that's pretty good. Bosch GSR 18 volt, but it also comes in a 14.4 volt if you like, but if you're going to use the SDS hammer, I reckon the 18 volt is the one to go for. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope you found that interesting and useful. And if you want to keep up to date with what else we're doing on Skill Builder, the new videos coming out, other tool tests, then hit that subscribe button, keep coming back, and don't forget to add your comments to the comments box, because we're interested in your views. And if you've used this tool or any other tools, if you like Bosch, if you hate Bosch, if you're indifferent, let us know. If it's interesting and relevant to others, we'd be glad to hear from you. Thanks very much. I'm Roger Bisbee, and I'll see you again soon.